The county park. This is a great place to get out and enjoy some time on the trails, spend some time with family, or even get out and go after that big fish. Hi, I'm George Schauer, and I'm here at beautiful Minsi Lake. You know, over the next several years, Minsi will be undergoing a tremendous revitalization program. The project includes rebuilding the dam, revitalizing the lake, rebuilding the trails, and adding access for those with special needs. Here to tell us more about the program is Friends of Minsi Lake's Jim Wilson.
All right, so Friends of Minsi Lake is an organization of 13 groups that was organized last year as the grassroots Friends group to help Northampton County Division of Parks and Recreation and the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission revigorate and repair, renovate all the recreational facilities and park infrastructure at Minsi Lake. It's an organization that is actually a committee under the Northampton County Junior Conservation School, which is a registered nonprofit organization. So we can use their tax-exempt status to write grants, in addition to funding we would get from the state and the county, to build habitat structures at the lake, make it accessible for handicapped individuals, having an ADA accessible fishing pier, boat launch, picnic tables, grills, sections of trails, restroom facilities. We want to improve the lighting up there, have more environmentally friendly lighting. Some of the best night skies in the county are up in that corner of the county. So we want to preserve the night sky. We do some stargazing up there a couple times during the year. And this is all in conjunction with another project happening up there that the state is doing, and that's rehabilitating the existing dam. So the lake was drawn down last year, completely drawn down for the first time in its 50 years of existence, for a dam rehab project, a very expensive 2-year-long dam rehabilitation project where they're going to dismantle the existing spillway and build a much larger spillway, raise the height of the dam a little bit. And since the lake is now drawn down, it's the perfect, essentially once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get in the empty lake basin and improve the fish habitat. So Fish and Boat Commission designed a plan, a fish habitat improvement plan, and we right now, the first phase of this greater Minsi Lake project, aside from the dam, which we don't have anything to do with the dam project, that's Fish and Boat and the Department of General Services in Harrisburg are handling that. But locally, we're doing all the park rehab improvements up there, as well as the habitat improvement. So the first phase will be building 861 habitat structures in the lake, most of them on the lake basin. There are several, all of them but 10 will be on the lake basin. The 10 structures that will be floating are actually turtle basking platforms. There's 6 or 8 different species of turtles up there, many of them aquatic, and they rely on structures to bask and warm their bodies up for metabolism, etc. So that's the first phase. We'll be building some of those structures this summer. We're going to engage youth to build structures. The Delaware River Shad Fishermen's Association has a youth event every year, Exploring Outdoors, and in June of this year they will be building the 10 turtle platforms and 1 porcupine crib, which is a small-scale fish habitat structure that will be built outside of the lake, 200 of those, and then they'll be sunk in the lake after it's refilled with water in 2019-2020. The other structures are all large-scale structures that weigh tons, made out of riprap and timber, and they'll be built in place in the lake basin probably about this time next year, early next spring of 2019 is the plan. Once we have the habitat structure completed, we'll start focusing our efforts then on raising monies for a lot of this park rehabilitation aspect, the amenities, the infrastructure, etc. So the county's been very supportive of our efforts, and the Friends of Minsi Lake has already secured about $40,000 in grants for the habitat work. So we're very excited about it. So in addition to focusing on Minsi Lake and the park facilities and the habitat there, once that project is completed, Friends of Minsi Lake will focus outside of the lake across the entire Minsi Lake Greenway. So the lake sits in the middle of a 3,200 acre greenway, which about half of it is in public ownership. So the plan is to make trail connections from all the different entities in that greenway. So from Bear Swamp, which is a county-owned park, we want to build a trail system to get to Minsi Lake. From Minsi Lake, going up upstream toward the Blue Mountain, we want to connect to Tots Gap Arts Institute and some of the land that the county owns up there, including Twin Lakes. We want to connect to the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area, which is adjacent to that land. Ultimately, we'd like to be able to connect to the Appalachian Trail, which runs along the top of the Kittatinny Ridge or the Blue Mountain right there. And even the Cherry Valley National Wildlife Refuge, which is a relatively new fish and wildlife refuge that straddles mostly in Monroe County, but there is about 1,000 acres or more that's in Northampton County. So first focus is the lake, and then after that the entire Minsi Lake Greenway.
So there's a bright future ahead for Minsi Lake. To find out how you can help, volunteer, or donate, contact Jim Wilson at the email address below. We'll see you soon for the next Minsi Lake update. I'm George Schauer.